Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to Ladies' Day. It's the last day of the month and it's Halloween. So if you're doing any trick and treating or with the kids, hope the weather is kind to you. So today, our ladies' album ranking is a more modern, successful singer-actress. Her name is Demi Lovato, but we know her as Demi Lovato. She was born in 1992. As I said, she's a singer, writer, actress, and she made her first acting appearance in Barney and Friends, Barney the Dinosaur. But she really rose to prominence as Michelle Torres in the film Camp Rock and the sequels. Apart from being with a successful music career, I mean, she's sold over 24 million records, received numerous accolades, including 5 MTV Video Awards, 14 Teen Choice Awards, 5 People's Choice Awards, and 2 Latin American Music Awards. A Guinness World Record that was included in the Time 100 annual list in 2017. She's been in TVs and she was in a musical comedy with Will Ferrell at the Eurovision Song Contest. Now, when it comes to her music, she has released 9 albums. Now, am I into Demi Lovato? I like some of her stuff, and you'll see in this ranking which stuff I quite like. So we'll get started. So coming in at number 9 is actually her most current album that she released on the 15th of September this year, and it's called Revamped. And basically it comprises of 10 re-recorded rock versions of previous tracks from her albums. Now I thought, this will be good, but we'll go through it and then I'll tell you. There's not much to say about this album. First track is Heart Attack from Demi. Then we have Confident from Confident. Then we have Sorry Not Sorry. And we have Made in the USA, Without Love, Neon Lights, 2 Pieces, Nightingale in Case, Really Don't Care, Firestarter, Something We're Not, Never Been Hurt, Shouldn't Come Back, Warrior, Call for the Summer, and La La Land, which is the best track on here because it features Nita Strauss on guitar and it does rock. It's the only one worth a mention on here. Give Your Heart a Break with Bernard McCracken. That's not too bad. And don't forget, this isn't too bad. It's probably the second best track on the album. It's a bit of a rocker and it does work. Now, when I heard that she was making this rock album, I thought we were going to just strip it down and get guitars and bass and really rock it up. Not really. It's the originals with just a guitar thrown over the top. It just didn't work for me. I think it was a little bit pointless. Although the track with Nita Strauss is pretty good. I don't mind this. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 3 out of 10. Okay, then coming at number 8, this is from 2011. It's a 3rd album and it's called Unbroken. First track on here is a track that she does with Missy Elliott and Justin Timberland, called All Night Long. It's alright if you're into that sort of thing. I'm not, so I really didn't like it. Although I will say that Demi Lovato's got a really strong voice. That's a bit of a hit, wasn't it? So yeah. Then Who's That Boy, which featured Dev, who the hell Dev is. Just a very generic pop song. What can I say about it? I don't want to be too negative. It's But it's quirky, and that's all I'll say about it. You're My Only Shorty. Again, it's just very poppy. The kids loved it, so you know they've got to have someone to bop around to. And then there's a track called Together. This is features Jason Derulo. Unfortunately, it's again generic, but what is good is again the delivery by Demi Lovato. It's unusual, but it sort of works. Then we have a track called Lightweight. Best vocal on this album. I like the arrangement, and it's a little bit proppy. Unbroken, one of the more quirky tracks on here. It's got a little bit of individuality from the rest of the tracks. It's not got that generic pop sound, so it's not so bad. Fix a Heart, probably one of the better tracks on here. It's got some piano. It's just piano and Demi. Really strong voice she's got. Hold Up. Now we're back to the plastic stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. Mistake, one of the better tracks. At least it's not plastic and generic. Give Your Heart a Break. Starts off with some cellos. You go, hello. We're going to have a little bit more sophistication. Nah, goes back into the pop stuff. Skyscraper. Now I quite like this. It's got a nice gentle beat to it, and it's got a nice melody, and it's not too bad actually. In real life, now when she goes away from the generic pop sound, she is pretty good. I mean, I think she's got a great voice, even for pop star. My Love Is Like a Star. It's got the drum machines on it, but it's alright. For the Love of Daughter, more pop things. And then we have a Skyscraper Wisdom mix. Don't know why, it's rubbish. For a start, there's too many songs on here. 15, and they all sound the same. So I'm going to give it an RTO ranking, a 5 out of 10. Okay, coming at number 7, we got the 6th album from 2017, and it's called Tell Me You Love Me. First track on here is called Sorry Not Sorry. Unfortunately, it's not my cup of tea. I don't like this music, but her voice is quite dominant. Tell Me You Love Me. This song isn't that bad actually. She really can hit them high notes. I'll give her that. Yes, very powerful voice. And we have a track called Sexy Dirty Love. It's okay. It's got quite a bit of a groovy bass line on this. A little bit plastic, but I do like the bass line on that. It's quite good. And we have a track called You Don't Do It For Me Anymore. I actually like this. It's a great vocal from Demi. Just proves that a good singer when she does a proper sort of song, none of this poppy generic stuff. It's quite a good track. Best one on the album. Daddy Issues, don't like that. It's just generic pop. Just like Ruin the Friendship, it's all the same beats with just different words. Only Forever, I don't mind this song. Very radio friendly, and her voice is pretty good in that. Lonely featuring Little Wayne, yeah, a lot of old rubbish. Sorry, I don't like that. Cry Baby, another highlight of the album, demonstrating what a good singer that she actually is. And Games is just not my thing. Concentrate has got a very jazzy feel to it, and I'd love her to go down the jazz direction, because she's got a voice that probably would work in jazz. And the next track, Hitchhiker, again very plastic, very generic. Not very memorable. There's 3 good tracks on here. But there's one thing about it, even though tracks I don't like, her voice really is strong. So I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10 for 3 good songs and an overall a very good performance singing. Okay, then coming in at number 6, we've got the 5th album from 2015. It's called Confident. features guest appearance by Australian rapper Iggy Azalea and American rapper Soraya, and Lovato co-wrote most of the songs on here, so this shows off her skill as a writer. Confident. This is quite a quirky little pop song. I've heard worse. Not too bad. Cool for the summer. Now this is a typical sort of pop record for 2015, but there's this really good guitar riff in it, which you don't expect, and that's not too bad. Old Ways, even though it's got a modern sort of beat to it, it's a very, very good vocal performance from Demi Lovato. For You is the next one. It's okay, it's listenable. Doesn't want me to turn it off, but I wouldn't go out and buy it. There we go. Then we get the best track on here, called Stone Cold. I love the piano. I love it when she just sits down with the piano backing and sings. It's a good track. Kingdom Come featuring Iggy Azalea, or whatever you want to call them. Don't know if it's a male or female. That's how good I know rap. Very good vocal from Demi. The rappy bit works. It's listenable. Waiting for You featuring Sahara. I don't like it. Not very good. Wildfire is the next track. Again, very listenable. Nothing wrong with it. I do appreciate her talent. The words. There's a lot of swearing in this. So don't listen to this if you've got children around. It's quite rude. Lionheart's the next. Sounds same melody, same thing, just different words. Yes, very generic and a bit repetitive. Father, second best song on here. It's simple. You don't need all this nonsense, all these stupid sounds and repetitive drum beats. Just a simple song. Sing it nicely and you've got a good song. Take away the poppy stuff on this, and you've got some real unusual stuff, gentler stuff, and they are quite good tracks. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of a 6.3. Okay, then coming in at number 5, we have the fourth album from 2013, and it's just called Demi. And she said Demi wanted her fourth album to have songs that excited her. Demi has a primarily pop record. It's primarily a pop record with synth and bubblegum pop. So the first track on here is called Heart Attack. Just a bog standard pop song, but with a very good vocal. I'll describe that. Made in the USA. I quite like this. It's quite bubblegum pop. You know, sort of stuff I grew up on. It's quite quirky. I quite like that one. Bit of a guilty pleasure on that track. Without Love, it's not too bad, but it's listenable, but I wouldn't jump up and down for that one. Neon Nights, all that usual dance nonsense. Don't go for that. Two Pieces, one of the better tracks. It's quirky. It's got a nice melody. I don't mind that, actually. Nightingale. This is the best song. And I think, again, it's simple. Strings, piano, and a great soft vocal from Demi. In case, again, it's just back to basics. Piano and her singing. And when she just sings like that, it's great. Really Don't Care featured Cher Lloyd. That's what I don't like about this music. It sounds all the bloody same. No initiative, no. Just put the same old sound bites because it's all done on computers and it all sounds the same. Then we have Firestarter. Yeah, not very good. Something That We're Not, typical pop song, but it has got a guitar bit in it, which is pretty good. Never Been Hurt, again, same, doesn't sound no different from anything else. Shouldn't Come Back, again, one of the best tracks because it's simple. no sound effects, no on it. It's just simple, and you're on to a winner when you do it simple. Warrior, again, a good track because it's very simple. It's just piano, wonderful. Wicks, a mixed bag here. A lot of the slower tracks are really good and well put together songs. Forget the pop stuff, but the songs on here, I would put these slower socks to slower socks to. I can't say. Shall we say again? Those slower songs. I'm keeping that in because that's quite funny. Together, I listen to them on one album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, then coming in number 4. This is the 7th album released in 2021, and it's called Dancing with the Devil, and then The Art of Starting Over. So the first track on here is called Anyone. Lovely piano on this, and a fantastic vocal from Demi Lovato. Like that track a lot. Dancing with the Devil, great track, lovely arrangement, some strings, another strong vocal from Demi Lovato. I See You, Madison's Lullaby, another good track. It's just a soft piano and a stunning vocal. Intro, now this is a little spoken thing, and it's her reflecting on her pop career and going back basically. And then we go to the bit that's The Art of Starting Over. Funky little track, there's some good guitars in this, and a great vocal from Demi. Lonely People, very short track, but again, we got more guitar in this. It's a really good track. I do like that track. The Way You Don't Look at Me here, a very nice vocal, bit of a reflection song, some gentle acoustic guitar, and it works and it's fabulous. Melon Cake, poppy, quirky, but it's more adult pop. Then there's a song called Met Him Last Night, which features Ariana Grande. Not bad actually, you know. They sound good together, but it's got that poppy sound on it, so it's sort of still going back into some pop, but the actual of them two singing's pretty good. And then What Other People Say with Sam Fisher. I think all male singers today sound the same. There's no individuality, they've all got the same whine, so I don't like this one. Carefully, I like the vocals on here, very quirky little track. Then we got The Kinda Lover I Am. When she goes to these sort of poppy tracks, I prefer the guitar sort of on this. Then there's a track with Noah Cyrus, which is Miley Cyrus's little sister. It's quite a nice song, they sing that quite well together. Bit poppy, but it's pleasant enough. 15 minutes, nah, that of old dribble. My girlfriends are my boyfriend. More that pop nonsense. California Sober. That's quite catchy. Then she does her version of Tears for Fears Mad World. Not a bad version of this song. I think she does a fine performance on that. Butterfly, like the arrangement, it's got a nice bass line, and her vocal is really strong, good place. I like this song, it's a nice acoustic guitar. A lot of tracks on this one. There's 19, but the real slow tracks are fantastic. I think if you got rid of the pop songs, it'd even be a better album. The one or two, you know, the ones she did with Noah Cyrus and too bad. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, then coming in number 3, we go to 2009 for the second album. Here we go again. Now, the title track is the first track. Here we go again. I quite like this. It's got a nice rocky riff and a great vocal. Really strong track. Then we got Solo. Yes, it's a little bit poppy, but it's a nice vocal. You Got Nothing on Me, not a bad track. Some good little guitar pieces on that. I quite like that. Falling Over Me, quirky sort of track again. Some nice keyboard runs in that one. Quiet. I actually like this one. It's my favourite track because it's quite rocky. And then we get Catch Me. Great arrangement here. Again, a real strong vocal from Demi. Every Little Time. This is where she started going really poppy. You go, oh dear. Got Dynamite. This is the start of the generic poppy thing. We've gone away from the rocky sort of sound at the beginning of the album to some pop. Now I don't know if it was her decision or her management said, come on, you got to do a bit more pop. Stop the World, a little bit better. It's not so heavy, but it's still half decent. Well, World of Chances, some great guitar on this one. Love the vocal from Demi on that one. Remember. It's got a drum machine, but then when the proper rocky guitar sounds come, it doesn't sound too bad. Everything You're Not sounds too much like Remember December with different lyrics. Got a Friend, which is okay. So Far So Great. Sonny with a Chance theme song. It's alright, a bit poppy again. When you listen to this album, you wonder what was going on, because the rocky stuff is like what I call the skater rock sort of thing. It sounded really good. The poppy stuff just came in and it sort of went a bit flat then. But I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5 because the rock stuff is quite raunchy. Okay, coming in at number 2 is the debut from 2008, Don't Forget. The opening track is La La Land. I like this song, but it was even better when Nita Strauss came and did some guitar work on it. It is really good, I don't mind that. Then we Get Back. The bass line is great on this. Great vocal from Demi, I do like that track. Trainwreck. Got some nice guitar on this. Then we got Party. This is one of the heaviest tracks she's ever done. It's a good rocker, some great guitar work on this, and it proves that she can sing pop and that she can sing rock star. Great little track. On the Line, a really nice track. You can't go wrong with this. Okay, it's got the Jonas Brothers doing the backing vocals. It's just that generic male pop. So it's not too bad. Don't Forget, a really nice vocal on this one. I like the little guitar riff in this. Gonna Get Caught, good rock track. Some nice guitar work again. Two Worlds Collide. It's an okay track, but adding that string section really did give it some more depth. The Middle, solid track. Nothing wrong with that one. Until You're Mine. I like the strings on this. The acoustic guitar's nice. Again, another great vocal from Demi Lovato. Believe in Me, the last track. Some nice guitar on this. Very good, strong track to end the album. It's a mystery to me why she didn't stick to this sort of pop rocky sound. I thought that, I mean, the first two albums are really good. You know, it's a proper rock sound, but she decided to go down the poppy sound, which is a shame. So, as I said, I don't know if it was her decision or management's decision, but it seems these days young pop stars have to do what their management tell them, which is a bit of a shame, you know. But I'm still going to give this album an RTO ranking of 7.6. So this has been an interesting thing because I do like some of the albums, but the number one album is a really change of what she was doing, and I hope this is the way she stays. If she does, it'll be great. Now this is the 8th album from 1992, and it's Holy Something. Spelt like that. So the first track on here is Fvck, which features Young Blood. God, when I put this album on, I was not expecting this. Heavy riffs, great vocal, absolutely killer track. Oh wow, this is good. Skin of My Teeth now, it's a good track. I love the bass on this. Some great drumming. This is, you know, blow the cobwebs. I don't know what the pop fans thought when this came out, because it is certainly not poppy. Substance, not as heavy as the first two tracks, but it's sort of got that modern soul rock track with a fantastic bass line again. I quite like that. Then we have Eat Me featuring Royal and the Serpent. Interesting, this is some great guitar riffs, a great bass. It's got a dancey bit to it, but it all works. Then we have the title track, and it's my favourite track on here. Oh, heavy. And this proves that Demi is a great singer. She can sing these rock songs. Absolutely blasted it out the park on that. 29. Again, I like the guitars. The drums sound good. It's a proper rock track. Happy Ending, probably the weakest track on here. It's a little bit confusing. Heaven, what an amazing riff is on this. What? I don't know who the guitarist is, because there's so many. When you put her albums together, there's about 50 people, and it was kind of too much to read out all the time. But it's very good. City of Agents, good riffs. This is strong. Great vocal from Demi Lovato. Then we get Bones. There's so many good bass riffs on this, and this is another one. I'm so glad she's hopefully going to go down this route with this. This is absolutely brilliant. Wasted, bit of a filler track. It's not that particularly good. Come Together, nothing wrong with this one. The riffs are good. Great vocal again. Dear Friends, love the drumming in this. Absolutely killer drums on that. Then Help Me featuring Dead Sarah. Another of my favourite tracks. She does a great vocal with Dead Sarah, really good. Feed, a slower track, but it's a melodic sort of heavy track. And the last track, Forever Me. Forever Me. It's okay, till it's the last track on the album. Okay, the 16 out tracks on here, but it's only 40 minutes long. It's a short, sharp, and she's gone back to that rock stuff that she started her career. I hope when we have her new album of new material, this is what we're going to get. If she'd have done this, that Revamped, if she'd have done all them tracks just like this, it would have been a killer now, a better album. I've actually put this one in my Spotify library now. I quite like it. I really think this is a good album. It's a good rock album. And I think this way of singing and this way forward is the way forward for her. I think she'll pick up a lot of fans. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. So there we go. That's a bit of Demi Lovato. As you see, I don't like her pop stuff, but her first two albums and the number one album are pretty good. I like a little bit of rock, that sort of style, modern rock, and I hope she does go down this route. Anyway, that's all for this one. I'll be back very shortly for a retro ranking, and we're going from one end of the spectrum to the other today. We're going to one of the great singers of the 60s, a lady with an amazing voice. and that is the one and only Miss Dusty Springfield. I'm going to be picking my top 10 songs, which was a tough old job to do. So I will see you for that later. Bye for now.